I'm learning this blab. It's good. I did my first one earlier today without you. It was like no training wheels. It was crazy.
Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of you. Growing up.
I was like a grown up on blab. Like what? Awesome.
Thank you, everybody, to whoever's joining us tonight. We really appreciate it. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Simone. Simon. Sorry. This is the Gratitude Show with the lovely, infamous Adam, Mr.Century City, and myself. And we are just freaking so grateful for everything, especially tonight. So, Adam, take it away. Why don't you start us out?
Okay, I'll start it out. I'm kind of feeling it today, Tiffany. I'm feeling extra grateful. I'm just throwing it out there. I had a, did your audio go out? Go out. Talk again? Oh, there you go. Now I hear it. So I was doing my first blab today, and it just reminds me like how amazing people are put in your life. So I didn't know exactly what I was doing, how I was doing it, how I was recording it. And Sam, bam, once again stepped into the rescue to save me today. I was like 30 minutes before broadcasting. I wanted to like record. I wanted to do some other things. And I'm like, whoo, bailed out again. And so I'm really grateful for that. And something random, I just want to share this one too. I had this conversation twice today, so probably need to do it a third time. It was crazy though. So I have a friend who called me really just out of the blue. He's like, hey, I seen the videos you've been doing and I want to do something. And he had something I actually didn't even know he was into, which is basically he tried to go vegan at some point and he just changed his life to a plant-based diet, which I'm not arguing for or against that. But the point is that he found something that he was passionate about that he wanted to promote. So I was just really excited. And he's like, and so we were going through how to set things up on YouTube and how to do other stuff. And he's probably one of my first followers on Periscope. When it came to live streaming. And then he was also, I would argue, one of my first followers on YouTube. So it's like in doing these gratitude shows and in just expressing positivity and love, it's just cool because you can inspire people in ways that you don't even realize. So for example, now he may be doing a whole nother thing, trying to change lives and things that he believes. Why? Because we were getting on here talking about gratitude. Like, how cool is that?
That is freaking cool. That rocks. That, you never really understand, or it doesn't really get comprehended until you get it put into perspective, like with situations like that. Like until you can really see and like the light bulb completely goes off. Like I think there's a difference between understanding and comprehending. And once you like really get to where you see things like right there in front of your face and you're like, wow, like that's so profound. It's awesome. That like happened with me and you the other day when you told me like how you're going to do a Wednesday blab. I'm like, whoa. And like you would have never even known about blab if I didn't make you get on it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. No, you did. It was good. And then later that day, I had basically something along the lines of the same conversation, but it was about a different thing. And essentially it was another friend of mine who has a podcast. And he was talking about how he maybe wanted to go on YouTube or he wanted to do some other things with it. And I'm just like, just start. I mean, just start. It doesn't matter how it looks, what it's doing. I mean, just start something and you'll get better over time. But don't sit here kind of like, I don't know what the politically correct term would be, but let's just say overthinking it. A lot of different ways we can say that, but I'm like, just get out of the planning stage and just do something. Put something up, film it on your phone, hit the record button and send it to the universe and trust that positive energy over time is going to do what it's supposed to be doing.
Absolutely. So cool. So cool. Oh my gosh.
I know I'm a little hyper today, everybody too. So it's on.
I'm so excited. Like I'm going to like piss my pants. I'm so excited.
Don't do that now. No, honestly.
Well, for everybody that has followed me and stuff, and especially with my video blog and Tiffany Teeworld, whoever is like a fan will know why I'm so excited. But I have with me, or I'm at actually her house right now. I took a train from San Diego to Orange County today to spend some time with her and hang out. And so I wanted to bring her into my window. We tried to do it the other way, but like in the other room with the computer, but it's simpler this way. So I'm just going to bring on the infamous, beautiful Victoria. And I'm so freaking grateful for this girl. If you guys don't know who she is, she's my best friend. She was my roommate. We just recently moved apart, and we were living together for a year, and we learned so much in that year. And she's the best friend I have ever have had. She's taught me so much, and I just love her to death. I want to eat her face. That's how much I love her. She's so
Aww.
So I'm gonna share my window with her if you guys don't mind. And everybody say hi to Victoria. And I'm so grateful for Victoria.
Hi,
Hi, Victoria.
This is Adam.
Hi, how are you?
I've heard so much. It's exciting. Welcome.
It's nice to actually like put a video face with everything. You know what I mean?
Yes, fact. It's my face. No filter, no Snapchat at the moment, but I will do a Snapchat filter if I could. I swear.
We're totally working it.
That's awesome. So, what are you grateful for today? Let me hear.
Just like what I'm just gonna touch base on what she basically just said. Tiffany, her and I met almost a year ago. I'm from Texas and I moved to California, not knowing anyone. I actually didn't even know her until I moved in, like the day I was moving in.
Wow.
Right?
And hold on, so that's how you met?
That's literally how we met. I moved from Texas. I'm moving all of my stuff into our house. And then I get to meet her. And, you know, it's always kind of hard, like living with another girl. Like, is it going to be okay? Like, are we going to get along? Like, how long am I going to live here? And it just ended up working out so perfectly. I mean, I'm so grateful for her coming into my life and just the person that she is and her kind heart and soul. And she makes me be a better person. And
I know, me too. Oh, stop.
And, you know, life in general as well. And Tiffany and I, we got really close, like as soon as I moved in, and our relationship has just continued to grow and grow and grow and become this beautiful like flower, you know, started off as a seed and now we've just blossomed into like this perfect relationship. It's what a relationship, friendship, any type of relationship should be based on, is honesty, trust, love, compassion, and bettering that other person. And she does that for me. So I'm really grateful for her. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. And there's nothing random, right? So the universe just brings everybody together. That's the craziest thing. So you're from Texas, I believe I heard correctly.
Yes.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And it is crazy because, okay, when she first moved in, I was like freaked out because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'd never lived with a girl before, like, or had a roommate or anything. I'm like, and you know how girls are, they're sometimes mean. So I was like, I was staying positive and everything, and it couldn't have been like the most best blessing experience, whatever, in my life, because we just connected immediately. We're so alike, and she's like my soul sister. Like, and we never competed. What we did that was like so funny is we'd walk around the house complimenting each other all the time. Like,
stop. This really happened?
Oh my gosh, your butt's so hot. Like,
you two are too cute. No way, this really happened in real life. I'm dying here.
We never even really got mad at each other. We understood each other. Like when we each needed our space, we were cool. Like we could sit in the room all day and just not even talk or just say hi every now and then, just do your own thing. And yeah, it's been great. So I'm so freaking grateful. I'm ecstatic and I'm so happy. I'm grateful to be doing the show with you, Adam.
Well, I'm grateful that you're sharing her with us. Thank you. Gosh, you had her all to yourself before.
Yes. And then also I'm going to go ahead and unlock the seat now. I had it locked just for a minute. So if anybody else would like to come on, I'm unlocking it.
Do it.
Try.
I don't even know what that means, but I believe you.
One person is calling in. Steph.
Hello, Steph.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, it's happening. Oh, it's happening. You're cool. Ruth, how's it going? So we have some Facebook.
Oh.
Just keep
Yes.
smiling.
I think she,
lovely daughters.
Sometimes. Are you guys out there? Are you there? Is anybody home
At all.
Make sure your connection isn't blocked by a firewall. Adam, it says that your connection is blocked by a firewall. And you know, so this is typical, like not typical, I shouldn't say, but sometimes Blab has problems. So they're still in beta, and
Here too.
we totally stand by and support Blab as they have their hiccups. Absolutely do. So I think it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Always up for a challenge.
It only makes it better.
Yes, but can't make sure. And you're nice blocked by firewall. Okay.
That's what I have to
Just
say.
to let you know, I'm high functioning but can talk
everyone.
now.
And,
Getting deep pressure therapy. I'm grateful for your understanding and also myself relieving myself by getting deep pressure with it. I love that you're doing deep pressure therapy. And no, it's not off the topic. We love you too.
That sounds wonderful.
There we go. Am I back?
Yes. You're back.
Oh, I'm back. Okay. It was crazy. I was lost. I didn't know where I went.
I was just saying to everybody that we totally stand by and support Blab as they're going through beta, and we absolutely love the fun stuff that comes along with being number one, the first pioneer of doing something in the industry. So
I agree.
what's up?
I agree. How do we turn this around? I wonder how we turn this around. I don't know how to use any of these
Oh,
things.
you
That's crazy.
push the
What
here,
do you
put
push?
that right there. See where it,
Yeah, right there. Okay, I got it.
where it says live, the top button, the red
Oh,
button.
there it is.
Right
Okay,
side,
good.
there's
Okay,
the
got
little
it.
circle.
Got
Yeah.
it. All right. So this is where we're on today. So we're on Blab.
Blab.
And you see, and then what we're doing here is we're doing a live gratitude show with Tiffany T, and she brought a special guest. Oh, oh my God.
Really, this is us all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is you all the time, isn't it?
Oh, questions. You can ask questions
Yeah,
all the time.
please.
And Autism Kiddo, do you have a name so that I can call you something, or do you like to be called Autism Kiddo? I'm not sure. Just whatever you like to be called, let us know. And ask away.
Right. Oh.
I didn't bump you on purpose, Paiute Mama. I did it I did it so that you could refresh your stuff because it says you might be blocked by a firewall. So I don't mean that in a bad way.
So give me some more. So what's going on? I want some more gratitude here. What are we saying?
I'll go.
Thank you.
I'm also really grateful. I'm a esthetician, and whenever I moved to California. What? Oh, whenever I moved to
Sorry,
California.
I don't know what an esthetician is.
No worries. I'm glad you asked.
I did ask because I don't know what it means, so do it.
No, a lot of people don't, so that was a good question.
Thank you.
It's a beauty skincare professional.
I feel better that I didn't know that then. I probably should not have to know what a beauty skincare professional is. I have clear skin, I think. No.
No, it looks fabulous. Whatever cream you're using, I like.
Yeah, right. It's called soap.
Oh no, don't tell me that.
Oh no, I can't use soap.
Anyways.
Sorry, go ahead. Keep on. I'm sorry.
So I have this business opportunity just came to me. A guy that I work with right now. I currently work at a nightclub, which is great because the nightclub and the beauty industry really do go hand in hand when you really think about it, because everyone's getting dressed up and they're, best and looking nice, and they're there to impress people.
Right.
And I've met a lot of clients working in this industry, and one of my partners came to me and he was like, "Hey, I have this business opportunity. I think you'd be great for it."
Mm-hmm.
And it's an amazing skincare line. I absolutely love it. It's called CLN, It's clean. It's all pharmaceutical grade, dermatologic grade skincare line. And it's good for people who have psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, things that people have to battle with on a day-to-day basis that kind of hurt your self-esteem a little bit, you know. But all along the way, everyone knows everyone should always feel beautiful inside and out. And so I am super grateful that my business partner, Paul, came to me and invited me into this business, and it's been going so well. And so yeah, you guys, please check it out. It's really great. I typed it in.
What is it? Where do you find it at?
I typed it in the CLN skincare.
Oh,
I'm grateful that Victoria is not only beautiful, but she's got brains, business sense.
Good job.
Same.
Good job. I appreciate that too.
Yeah. Oh, that's a wonderful question. Wow.
What is it?
Hey, so the question I had earlier about how to share the gratefulness, on how to share it with other autism and severe sensory issues, if I may ask you all, don't have to share now till this amazing subject is done with others who have this. So are you basically asking, how do you share gratitude and gratefulness with people who have autism and the like really severe sensory issues?
Oh, wow. I wish we had Dr. What was his name that was on here before? That's an interesting question.
But actually, you know what?
What?
It's not a sensory issue that for expressing gratefulness, because gratefulness comes from within. So it's from your heart. It's from your soul. Like you don't have to, you could be paralyzed and not feel a thing, and you could still be grateful. And then I'll tell you something about this. I do know about autism, children and adults, and just that whole entire thing. They are so much more aware than what people give them credit for. They're like the ultra geniuses. And they've just been born with a disability where they can't clearly express themselves or in an interaction that humans, as we know, like us, interact. Like they're not, I think they're like way more advanced, I personally do, than normal people. And they have a communication barrier because they're so, everything in their brain just works and is wired differently. But you know what though? I've met autism kids, I've volunteered with autism kids, and they're amazing. They know greatness. They know gratefulness. They know what it is to love. They know what it is to be nice. And I mean, give hugs, passionately give hugs. So I really think it comes from within. It's not something where it's a disability. If you have a disability, you can't be grateful, because you can be grateful. I mean, even as a vegetable, like in The Secret, like who crashed his plane, you know, he's like,
oh, that's a great point. All he had was his, is it, can you hear me clearly, or is it? So all he had to think, what does he say? How does the line go? Because I know you remember it. He says, all I had in the hospital was my mind. And as long as you have your mind, I could put myself back together again. I told you I watched it 1,000 times. That's off the top of the head.
Yeah. Like, oh my gosh.
That was almost verbatim. I'm really close.
No, and one thing that I have to say, I just read your next comment, and how you said that you can't function normally. It is what you make it. And I used to babysit a few of autism kids, and like back on what Tiffany was saying, they were so brilliant in their own way. One of them is an amazing painter. He's 5 years old, and his paintings are all up in art galleries in Texas now.
Oh, wow.
Find something in yourself, whether it's piano, something creative that gets your mind going, that pushes you to your limits, because you can do things that other people can't. And that's truly amazing. And always value that, because we are all here for a reason. We're all here for a purpose. And that purpose and that reason matters, not only to yourself, but to everyone around you. So never, ever lose confidence in that. Always love yourself and know that you can never wake up tomorrow being anyone else. So value who you are and find something that you love, cooking or anything that you love to do that gets your mind going, that makes you creative. Because once you start one thing, it will open up your range to so many more possibilities that you didn't even know were possible. And it's a really empowering feeling whenever you have that self-confidence. And more power to you, because I appreciate that. I think that's amazing.
Yes, and we'll go ahead. I don't know. We don't do the troll subject. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but that is amazing, and you're so absolutely right. And
well, one thing I will say, I don't know if what you're referring to is considered bullying. Maybe I was bullied a lot whenever I was in high school. And I'm sure every single person that you meet is bullied. Every single person that you meet has been made fun of. Every single person that you meet, someone has something negative to say. Mm-hmm. But those negative feedback should only make you stronger, because the people who are bullying and being negative, they're hurting so much inside, more than you ever will. And so always continue to have love for yourself. It doesn't matter what any others think. I know it's still going to hurt your soul, but always find that light to shine bright inside yourself, because we all have it. And like I said, you can't wake up tomorrow and be anything else or anyone else. So appreciate who you are and value it.
Wow, I've never actually heard that. I'm gonna take that one away from tonight. You can't. I mean, it sounds simple, but it's true. Like, why wouldn't you love yourself when you're going to wake up with yourself tomorrow, right? You can't wake up anyone else. So why wouldn't you love yourself, and why wouldn't you like express that love towards yourself? Like, there's no point in any type of like self-hate or putting yourself under a microscope or, just even talking negative. We talk a lot about self-talk, right, Tiffany? And just kind of how we program ourselves and the types of things we say. Like, even like with friends, again, they sometimes think I'm nitpicky, but you can't really say anything negative about yourself, or I'm going to bring it up. Even if it's as a joke, I can be kind of annoying with that, but I don't care. Don't talk about my friend like that, right? I mean, don't call yourself that. Not cool. I wouldn't let somebody else call you that. So why would I let you call you that? Not going to happen.
Right.
Nope.
Yeah, I had a follower. He's actually my biggest fan on Facebook. He's been with me since day one, and he's so sweet. He writes me or sends me stickers or something every single day.
Does he really?
Yeah, and like he responds to everything I post. Or right, and yesterday, I won't mention his name because I don't want to call him out.
Sure.
Yesterday he's like, "You're so sweet. Thank you so much. I'm a nobody, and you're somebody." And thank you for your time. And I'm like, wait a minute. First of all, you needed to change your dialogue or your vocabulary about how you talk about yourself, because you are somebody. You are somebody important. Like, you are an infinite, conscious human being. And like, we're all so awesome. We all have our own little ways and gifts and all that we do. And when we embrace that and have a healthy self-love, it's just so awesome. So I think everybody's.
And that energy comes out. The energy that you put off to the world comes back to you. That's why it's so important to stay positive. And look at Stephen Hawkins. He's in a wheelchair and has a disease, but he's brilliant. Mm-hmm. And he overcame his disability and believed in himself enough to make something of himself. Everyone can do that. You don't have to be famous. Every single person can do that. You just have to have self-worth. And it is key. And when you have that, it's so beautiful. And everyone will see that you're confident and that you have self-worth, and then they will continue to give you that feedback back. Yeah.
Wow, you were on fire. Keep it up. Now I see why you two get along so well. I can't even imagine a house with you two women and it's so positive. Are you kidding me right now? You're ridiculous, both of you. In a good way, I mean.
Together. Yeah. So much fun. Never a dull moment.
I didn't think so. Oh, that's too much.
I agree with exactly what you said. It is a unique difference. You see, look, I mean, you're already putting it so well. I feel like your attitude's already changed to positivity within 3 minutes. So I really like that. You are a unique difference. And we're all different. Every single person is different, but being different and weird is beautiful. You know, there's no negative words put towards that. So, yeah.
Beautifully stated.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, so good.
Well, you all inspire the autism kiddo. You inspire us. You really do. That's you know, we're here. Not only are we grateful, but what are you grateful for? Like, you also inspire us. What are the grateful?
Yeah, I've heard a lot of, I have heard quite a few questions, which I'm completely grateful for. I love it. But what are you grateful for? I want to hear that. There's something. Let's get some positive in here too.
Hey, Brian, what's up? Brian, do you want to
share some? Because
what are you grateful for? I'm calling you out.
Do it. Oh, the call out. So the point and the reason to do. Oh, that's awesome.
Another day. Whoop, whoop.
I'm grateful for another day too. That's awesome.
What were you gonna say, Adam?
No, I'm grateful for another day too. But I'd say that the reason we're sharing these things, and it's important to go back to it, is that, you know, as time goes on, this is just a place for us all to plug in and just get that uplifting of knowing that there's positive people out there. There's positive energy. We might not be having the best day, but hey, just plug in and plug into other people that maybe are having better energy than you at that moment, and it will naturally just lift you up. Like, it can't not work. Put it that way if you're doing it.
Absolutely.
You know, when I was in college, I had the most awesome professor in one of my psychology classes. And he was explaining about the importance of being plugged into, like, whatever it is that you're trying to learn, or mentor, or like study group, or if you want to be a certain way, you have to be plugged into that persona, or those people that are doing that thing, or lifestyle. And it was really cool because I always remember this. And this is like, I don't know, 14 years ago. And he's like, okay, you have to think of it, of being plugged in. The importance of it is, like, think about a light, like a light. It has a cord, right? And then, like, it plugs into the wall, and it's like shining bright. And then, like, what happens when you plug it, or when you unplug it? It stops shining. And, like, you have to stay plugged in, or else you're not going to shine. So it's just like, that analogy is always stuck with me. And I think that's like the importance of gratitude too. We need to stay in gratitude and be thankful, because if not, like, I know on the days where I'm not practicing gratitude, I feel off. I just feel like, like something's wrong, or I don't feel like me. And I'm like, okay, I'm out of my natural element, because I'm naturally positive and grateful and everything, like, literally, like, even the toilet paper I have to wipe my ass with. And
very much appreciated.
That's forever on YouTube now. It's going on the gratitude show.
I'm just saying, it's all
toilet paper.
Stop. You're killing me.
I just find
Scott tissue. Yes.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Tissue, toilet paper.
Okay.
So yes, okay. So, Pipe Mama, you're grateful for your life and your mistakes. That's actually a good one. Learning lessons, experiences.
I always have to note on that is the mistakes. Like, without making mistakes, you can't be better. It's a way of challenging yourself whenever you do make a mistake.
Yes.
Know not to do it again and learn from it. Some mistakes are worse than others, but it's fine. We're only human. We all mess up.
I like that comment. Look at that comment. I guess gratefulness is the key of life.
Absolutely.
Wow. Take that one. Take that one. Show is over. Just do that.
We need a bell so we can start ringing something.
Yeah, we need a bell. We need something else. Got it. How do I screenshot that one? I guess gratefulness is the key of life. Done. Just do that. Repeat that. Drop the mic.
There, I screenshotted it for y'all. So
thank you. Technology. I love it.
Who else? Who else has questions or?
Be thankful of what you have.
What?
Oh, yeah. Don't.
What?
I just read the last comment and my head went all kinds of weird places. Haha, I would cam up, but tucked in bed. Got it? Understood. You're tucked in bed, no need to jump in the cam.
It's spicy.
Love Adam's energy. I love Adam's energy too. I'm grateful for that.
You have a very good way of speaking that just touches people.
Yeah.
Oh, you're very kind. Thank you.
Oh, absolutely.
Contagious.
It is very contagious.
Attitude is contagious.
Yes.
So the word I was thinking that you were talking about earlier too, and that's the way people learn languages. So immersion. That's the short word for it, immersion. So if you think about the way you learn languages, if you go to a country, you pick it up really quickly because you're always surrounded by it. But that's kind of the same thought process of what we're doing here. We're just creating more and more outlets for people to express gratitude. So whether it's this, whether it's a YouTube channel, I mean, regardless of what it is, it just gives you more ways to express gratitude. I mean, there's enough ways to express negativity out there. We don't have to talk about that, but how many ways are there where if you're turning around all the time and all you see are positive things, guess what happens? I mean, it's pretty cool. So what I tell people on here is that this isn't about like just plug into this show, do your own. I mean, we do one a week. My dream would be to follow everybody on here and just get these notifications on my phone. Gratitude show, gratitude lunch, gratitude breakfast. It's immersion. Okay, I got it. Let's do some more. I love it. Okay, I get it. I keep getting push notifications. There's too much gratitude going on. I can't see my text messages. Stop.
I think my ideal world. Well, I'm living my ideal world. Like my life is so amazing. I'm living a life beyond my wildest dreams. Like I'm just so happy every day and grateful, but not to say that I don't have challenges or obstacles.
Right.
It's different when you have a mindset like that. But it's crazy because we have the advantage right now at living in this day and age to have all this amazing technology and
for sure.
Worldwide. I mean, right now people can plug into our show all around the world as long as they have an internet connection, which is really cool. And why not use it for greatness? Why not use it for something good? And to vastly, at lightning speed, spread love and compassion and grateful and educate people. There's people out there that don't even know what gratitude is, and
I've had that conversation.
Yeah. And I always say I want this to change. I want that to change. And I'm like, no, wait, I want to be the one that has to change and then show that and project that. So that's my favorite quote, be the change you wish to see in the world. And I firmly believe that once we start shining our own light, it just goes like a ripple effect.
Once we start, that's your tweet for today. Once we start shining our own life, it's a ripple effect, or shining our own light. I said it wrong. Gosh. That's beautiful. I'm liking it.
No, you
sound bites here today. This is good. I can't wait to see what you pull out of these ones, Tiffany. Tiffany's a ninja. Tiffany's a ninja on the editing. She's a ninja on the laptop.
No, Tiffany's
one candle can light up 100 unlit ones. Bam. Take that. Take that.
That's awesome.
You're going to say?
Tiffany's entire room, what were they called?
Decals, quotes decals.
Yeah, quote decals. Literally every inch of her entire room was covered in positivity. Every single inch. She had quoting decals.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to send you a picture later, Tiffany. I have a big sign of the word positivity going across my wall. It's big. It's huge.
Signs, quotes, things on the walls, pictures, a dream board. My whole entire whiteboard was broken out into this.
I just did a show. I haven't put it out yet, but I just did a show on creating dream boards. I'm a huge fan. Huge fan.
It really helped. It really, really did work for her. We moved in last July, and whenever we moved in, I always knew that she had this dream and this drive and need to help people, but I never knew which route she was going to take. And she did. She started what you did. You started with the decals, and then she had a vision board, and
Wow.
Literally, guys, within 4 weeks, her entire life changed. 4 weeks.
Wow.
Literally. She left to go on a business trip and said, my life is going to change completely whenever I get back. And dramatically. And it was like she left being a plumber and she came being a, heart surgeon.
Wow.
I mean, that's how dramatic the difference in the two was, because she surrounded her entire life with positivity, gratefulness all around her room, everyone she invited into her life. And it's truly great. It's empowering.
How long were you doing them, Tiffany? I'm just so curious. How long? Or when did you start? How long ago did you start?
I've been practicing the law of attraction for 11 years. When I first
the actual like vision board. I'm just curious.
This vision board, let's see, I put that up so last June or August was when I was like starting it. I finally finalized everything about September of last year or October. And then now it's what, May? But I mean, things started happening for me right away. Because I actually grasped the understanding and comprehended the secret last year, and the gratitude that like, it doesn't matter how I feel, what I'm doing. It matters. It matters that I feel good. It doesn't matter what I'm doing or like if I feel crappy and it's okay to feel, human and have emotions, but just don't stay stuck there. Just remind yourself constantly. It's positive reinforcement all the time, 24 hours a day. Like as Victoria, I just told Adam
reinforcement 24/7.
I told him how I replaced words with like stuff.
No, do this one.
So I'm really, really good at catching myself right away and redirecting my thoughts, because that helps so much, at least for me. And whenever I don't want to say I'm like a master manifester, because I'm not, but when I want something.
We all are though, right? Hold on. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that though. Hold on. Take that one back. Don't say that about my friend. She is a master manifester. Chill out. Whoa, okay. Whoa. We all are, okay? Jeez.
Master manifester. Okay, I'll admit to that, but I'm not better than anybody.
That you don't even have to say the second part. That's understood. You're just a master manifester. Leave it at that. We're good. Okay, I feel better. Thank you.
Absolutely.
So I told this story, and so on the video I didn't release this one yet, but I told the story about when I started with vision boards and when I started doing them. I started really young, and what I did though, I didn't know it was a vision board. I mean, this is before the movies, before any of that. I used to just have a scrapbook of things I wanted, just like in the video. It's hilarious. I just had a scrapbook, and I just like many years later, I understood what the actual like board was, and the concept of kind of bringing your dreams into reality based on that visual, based off of just cutting it out and putting it on a board and making sure it's somewhere that's apparent. And I can say I started mine, I would say, geez, maybe at least a decade ago in terms of the actual like doing the board. And it's funny because I have old boards now, just like in the movie, just like the first time I seen it. But now I do have old boards, and I can look back, and even some experiences that I didn't ever expect to happen, maybe places I wanted to travel or things I wanted to accomplish, they've happened, and I didn't even realize they were really happening. Now, my story is not as extreme as the house in terms of finding one and not knowing it was that house. But I will tell you one thing. So my current living situation, that was a big situation. So I can remember I used to look at Rob Report magazines since I was a teen or preteen even. And I can remember looking at certain like watches I wanted and certain things I wanted, certain places I wanted to go. And now I live like a half a block away from where all of that is at. And it's just blows my mind because I'm from the Midwest, so I'm not from here. So living a half a block away and being able to literally walk right outside of my front door and see all that stuff is just, it just lets me know that I'm that much closer. It's all happening the way it's supposed to be happening. And I'm learning new ways to continue the whole process of the dream board and to kind of expand it. Like putting it on my phone and thinking about how I can get creative about like continuing the inundation or the immersion of what you're looking to accomplish. So I love it. I mean, I've been doing it for a long time. And it's kind of creepy too, because when you see them, when you see the old boards that you haven't seen, and then you're like, wait a minute, I did that, or whoa, I mean, it really is an eerie feeling, and it makes it that much more fun to where like you use the word completed, like as in it was a finite thing. And I'm not saying that you meant that or not, but for me, because it's going to be different for everybody. But, and this is a point that I make in the video I shoot too, is that I say that it's definitely not a finite thing, that it's gonna change, that you should look at it as a work in progress, because the things I wanted when I was a teenager or a preteen are definitely not the same as when I was in college versus now versus what I'm gonna want in 10 years. And that's everything, right? Emotionally, physically, spiritually, it's not just monetary, but we all change. So for me, it's like, I'm excited. I just actually ordered another one because I have another space for one, and I'm going to start messing with that one. I was thinking about using Pinterest, but I'm like, Pinterest gets too cluttered. It has to be something that you're going to see somewhere, and that you're going to have like full focus on it. So I don't know. That's been my thought on it so far, but that's where I want, because you hang it up, you see it, and then you want to share it with people and talk about it. That was the last point I made on that video, was basically that it's not enough to just have these dreams on the inside and to just be thinking them. Like if you're not sharing those dreams with other people and not thinking about how they're going to respond, but you're just literally putting yourself out into the universe and saying, this is what I want. If you're doing that, then things start to happen. Like the example I used in the video was one of my friends who she wants to work in Israel, and she wants to work in California. So those are her two residences. And so she's looking for an opportunity to work for some business that needs somebody in both those places. And I tell her, I'm like, hey, have you like shared that with somebody? Does anybody else know that except for me? She's like, well, no, I've been looking online though. I'm like, oh my gosh, you probably have a friend, somebody you went to college with, a relative that needs exactly what you're saying. And you're an amazing person, and you would be a great addition to their company. We both know that. And you'd be such an asset, but by not putting yourself out there, you're not only doing yourself a disjustice, you're also doing them the same. And you're not being like what you could be if you just put yourself out there and just kind of keep going towards it. So I'm a huge fan of those. I can't say enough about them. We go all day talking about them. I'm in.
Oh, that's cool. I love that.
Hi, Stephanie. Oh, I'm sorry. I was doing a little dissertation there.
Hi. How's your daughter?
She's good. Today's the last day of school, and she has one girlfriend sleeping over, and then she had like 5 people came over, and 4 of them just left. So it's been a long day for her. But yay! Thank you, Jesus. Last day of school.
You're grateful for
that. What are you grateful for, Stephanie? Nice to meet you.
It's the last day of school. My daughter's 17, teenager, so summertime.
Oh wow, that's cool.
She's 17.
But I came on because I friended you. Now I can't remember. Tell me your name again. Mr.Century City.
Yes.
Adam.
I friended you on Facebook. I Facebook stalked you and friended you there because we're neighbors. I live in Santa Monica.
Oh, we're neighbors. No way. That's cool.
And I go to an amazing networking group in Beverly Hills called The Higher Experience, and I'd love for you to come as a guest sometime.
I absolutely
want to. They have a monthly summit. Have you heard of Eric Swanson, Mr. Awesome?
I don't know that I have. You know what? I feel like I have. He's everywhere, I feel like.
So Eric Swanson, he's going to be their guest keynote speaker at their monthly summit probably in a week or two. I'll private message you and invite you.
Please do. I'm right there. I live right off of.
It's usually on Wednesday nights.
That's awesome. I'm excited. Thank you for the invite. Where's it going to be at? Where are they going to hold the meeting?
I think this one's probably going to be at the 424 Club. It's on Beverly.
I'm familiar
Boulevard,
with it. I know it.
By the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, I know it. That's exciting. Thank you.
Yeah.
Stephanie, is this your first time on the show? I know you've been in my other show, The Vent. Is this the first time on the Gratitude Show?
Probably
so. It is? I've been seeing you almost every day. Thank you. Is this your first time on the Gratitude Show, or have you been on before?
No, it's the first time.
I was going to say, I remember things. I don't know. I'm pretty good at that one. Like, you'd be surprised. I can remember probably 100 Periscope handles off the top of my head. You'd be surprised.
No, I know nothing about the gratitude show, but
Oh, well,
I am
thank you.
grateful.
Well, thank you for the invite. I'm like, and this is, hold on, that's my example right there. Come on, the universe, right?
It works.
It's crazy. Like we're neighbors, number one. Number two, you're going to an event that's literally 2 blocks away from me, if that. I think Club 424, if I'm thinking right. It's right there. So now I get to go see a great event. Thank you. This is awesome. Thank you, universe. Thank you, Stephanie. Yeah.
It's so nice to
All
see
right,
you.
I'll go listen from the sidelines, and we'll become Facebook friends. And I think Tiffany, I think we're friends on Facebook.
Yeah.
You do the numbers, right? Didn't you
I
give
sent
me
you all
the
the
numbers for?
Yes, I sent you all the information for that.
Thank you so much. You're such a kind and giving person, and that's why great things are happening for you as well.
Thank
Oh,
you.
that's exciting.
Thank
Stephanie,
you, Stephanie.
we're
Talk
doing
to you all soon.
Thank you.
we're doing
Hey, I'll see you soon. Hey, Bruce, how's it going?
Hey, this is actually my first time to the show. What caught my attention is said the gratitude show. I'm like, we need more gratitude.
That's what I'm talking about, Bruce.
right.
It's working.
Yeah, that's definitely caught my attention. I'm like, okay. And I've never seen either one of you
Really?
on Blab. I just happened to pop on, and no, it didn't happen by chance. It's destiny.
No.
That's just the way it is.
We already know what the universe is doing. The universe is just like, come on, people, get together. What's going on?
Yep. So I am definitely gonna follow you guys. I like the positive vibe because that's me. And I heard Stephanie, and I know Stephanie as well. We talk here and there, but I work with children, and we were out of school on the 1st of June, and I live in Las Vegas, so you know it's hotter than you know what here. But
Oh, yeah.
Be out there next week.
Oh, are you really? Oh, sweet. All right.
It's going to be Gratitude Show live from Vegas. We already talked about this.
I'm doing it live from Vegas.
I know. I wasn't joking. I'm serious. We talked about this. What do you mean? It wasn't a joke.
Very cool. Very cool. And I
So
have
what are
a
you
friend
grateful
that's
for, Bruce? Give me one thing you're grateful for. Didn't mean to cut you off, but come on. We got to share.
who, me?
Yeah.
I'm just grateful. I'm grateful just to be here on this earth and be an inspiration to other people. You know, my thing is if someone is needing advice, good. I mean, I'm frozen too. I can see that.
I can hear your voice, though, and I'm grateful for it. It's good. Come on. Keep it coming.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends and a lot of people that I work around and with that ask me for advice. And I love, helping them when it comes to that. I have a friend that's on Blab that, I just kind of I use the term drip on her, as positive stuff because she has a lot of stuff going on. But I just like to be able to, give positive stuff to people and just, help them when they're down, when they don't feel like, things are going their way. But like I put in the sidebar, even the negative stuff that goes on in your life is there for a reason. It's building you and making you stronger for who knows what's ahead. You don't know what's ahead of you. So even though you may be going through tough times now, it's going to strengthen you for what's ahead, which could be a lot of positive stuff going on. So
that's awesome.
That's the way I look at it. Anyway.
I've seen that so many times.
Really cool. That's how, by the way, this is how all of this started is exactly what you said. Well, for me, it was. I mean, everybody has their story, but like the gratitude show in general and doing that's how it started. It was looking for a bigger format because I'd get text messages from friends or like we'd send emails, we'd send other things. And I mean, I've been doing something similar to this since back when BlackBerry Messenger was around. I used to have a group BlackBerry Messenger that was basically a bunch of friends that at the first thing in the morning when you wake up, the rule was share something you're grateful for. So it basically kind of programmed you to start your day in a positive manner because you can't number one, see, let's say 20 of your friends talking about things they're grateful for. And then now it's your turn to contribute. You just can't start, in my opinion, your day off bad like that. Because no matter what you're feeling at that moment, you're like, whoa, the world is good. We got a lot to be grateful for.
Yeah.
Amen.
Right.
I agree.
Brian, sorry, we've been going at it. Come on, introduce yourself. What's going on with you? What are you grateful for?
For actually, I was I was heading to bed. I was about
You're
to
not
sleep
grateful we're
right
keeping
now,
you up, right? No.
yeah, no. First of all, it's my first time here actually, and the vibes that I get from you guys I'm really grateful for that, to be honest. I don't know what's your stories, guys, but you're seriously, I don't know, your positivity is really great and really shining, to be honest.
Wow.
So yeah,
We were talking about it
I'm really
earlier.
grateful.
It's positivity immersion. So it's gratitude immersion. We were talking about it earlier, like learning another language, speaking gratitude as a language.
And I'm surprised
Yeah,
4 people on the boat. Well, 5.
I know.
but-
This is awesome.
yeah.
It's blowing up.
It is. It is actually. Yeah. Just here to thank you guys. I don't know, for the positive vibes, for like, what's the word again?
It's immersion. Immersion.
Oh, for the emergent vibes that you got, like you're spreading for everybody.
We're just
I
living.
I love this. So,
That's so kind. Thank you. Appreciate it.
yeah.
You know, there's enough negativity in the world. It's nice to have a nice little box where we can all be just, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You hear it on the news all the time. I very rarely listen to the news because it's so dang on negative, and I don't want to hear that. I don't need to hear that. You know.
Absolutely. I haven't watched the news in years and years. I don't even watch TV.
I haven't owned a TV in over a decade.
I have weight.
I won't even allow one in my house. I'm serious. I won't, because I want to program myself with stuff. That's the way I look at it. I talk about it a lot. We're robots. I'm just throwing it out there. I know nobody wants to be heard and called that computer, whatever you want to say, but whatever input you're putting in, I mean, in some way, shape, or form, that's going to affect your output. I don't care what anybody says on that one. It just has to, because we're programmable. So if media is working on us to program them with what they want, if consumerism, you know, if we're being programmed to buy and to, you know, train consumers and for them to do what they want, why should I feel bad about programming myself with something good? They're going to do it to me anyway. Can I kind of use those tools that I know that work because I'm a human being? Can I harness that and use it to myself? Why not? It's an advantage, in my opinion. They kind of cracked the code for us. They studied people for hundreds of years. They spent all the money to do it, to develop it. We know what works. Now just program yourself accordingly for what you want. For what you want is the output. That is.
Subliminal messages are so awesome. Like when you're using them for your advantage. But Adam, you studied psychology, right? You majored in psychology.
I guess I technically went to. I probably shouldn't say this in this season, right? But I went to school to be a politician. You could say international relations. I probably shouldn't say that during political season on the gratitude show. Everybody just hung up. They're like, now we know where we've seen this guy. He's a politician. Everybody just hung up. There was the positivity out of the room.
You know, our brains are so fragile. I mean, just like as a child, a children's brain is way more. I mean, humans in general, we absorb things on all sensory levels. So it's really, really important. That's why I really love neurolinguistic programming, because it's really important what we put in our head, especially, and it's important to be in alignment with what we want. Like I was just interviewing Sam earlier for my inspirational people in the world that are doing awesome things, and like he said it perfectly. Like you have to know where you're going first. You have to know what you want in life. You have to know how to get there, and then you have to like put it into action. And it all kind of ties into that. Like I'm not going to be in alignment with something. Like if I wanted to start, oh wow, this is challenging. Okay, so if I wanted to go save up a bunch of money to save dolphins, that's something I'm really passionate about. Then I wouldn't be like spending my money carelessly, and I wouldn't be studying, or I would be like screwing off, not learning more about dolphins, not learning about the organizations that support them, not, you know, getting together all the funds that I could. So it's kind of like being in alignment with everything on all levels, on all sensory levels, our atmosphere, inside, outside, friends, everything, how we think of ourselves, and how we love ourselves. And it's really true synchronicity. That's how it works.
So a couple comments on the side I want to just kind of bring out. So at Big Country, welcome. Thank you for joining. And I noticed a couple comments. Grateful for the job you have. I think that's awesome. I think a lot of people maybe aren't always focused on that. They're too focused, maybe not too, but they just may be focused on you know, the immediate or the or not necessarily seeing the big picture, and maybe that job is good in their life. So I'm grateful for that. Thank you for that comment. Let's see what else we have. What other comments? Oh yeah, I agree with that. One day the screens might get expanded. We'll see.
Well, there's a way to do it through a soft or through a separate. Like I'd have to hold my cell phone up and then have 4 screens.
Oh no, we do it another day. You get here early next time.
12, 16 people, and we probably will get to that.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me see.
Awesome.
I'm still in here. Well,
oh wow, look at that. So I thought it used to be about money, but the job change has shown me a different world. Wow, that's awesome.
That's really cool. Good for you.
That's what it's about. Less is more. It's not about the money.
The more things are kind of owning you anyway.
Yes.
The money would come.
Yeah, exactly.
I am going to say one thing, though, about money. Money's good, too, though. We don't want to say it's bad.
Money is perfect, but I mean, like,
I was in.
I'll
give you an example. So I was in. I volunteered day before yesterday. I went to Linwood, and I was speaking in to elementary kids. And now, mind you, I didn't really grow up around a lot of kids, so I'm an only child. So I can't, and I'm not around a lot of kids. I just don't know a lot of people with them. So I'll just say I don't necessarily know how to communicate really well with them at this point in my life. I'm working on it. But anyway, so I'm speaking in front of all these kids, and they're going crazy, whatever. And it was a career day, so I asked them an open-ended question. Big mistake. I learned you don't do that one. I told them, so hey, what I said? Okay, so what do you do? I said I work with money. I said, who knows what money is? They're like, oh, I know. I said, okay, tell me. You would have been really surprised by the responses. And I thought I was gonna get like. You can buy things with it, or you can or that's how you get food, or I thought that's what I was going to get. Instead, what I got, and it was just kind of telling on kind of, and I didn't come from the nicest area, by the way, growing up. So I mean, you could tell that the area I was in was definitely not the best, just by some of the responses. You could see what their programs or their parents had already programmed them with. The responses were literally, money's not that important. Money is. It's all about which I'm not saying this is a bad thing, by the way, but they're saying that it's all about family and that money doesn't really matter, and that every comment was negative towards money, like every single comment, and it kind of, you could tell that they've obviously learned this from their parents. And I was just thinking, so what I was trying to do, which was also another big mistake, is I was trying to explain to them the concept of how money could be good. Obviously, it's one guy coming in there for a half an hour to speak. Who knows if that's going to make a huge difference? But then they asked me one question, and I could finally make the difference that I wanted to. And I think this one stuck. So they're like, "Hey, are you rich? Are you rich?" They keep asking me. And I said, "You're asking the wrong question." And they're like, now they're confused. And I kind of had their attention. And they're like, "What do you mean?" And I said, well, the question you should be asking is, how can I get rich? What does it matter if I'm rich? That's not going to do anything for you. I'm going to be gone in 20 minutes. You should be asking me, how do I get rich? And then they were like, "Oh, I get it. I said, "So does anybody want to know? Does anybody want to know the answer?" And they're like, yeah. So I tell them, I say, "Okay, who collects comic books?" So then a couple people raise their hand. I said, "We're going to do easy math here, so everybody knows this. You're all old enough." I said, "If you buy a comic book for $1, if you sell it for $2, how much did you make?" And they're like, $2.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
No.
That was a good story, though.
He froze. I thought it was me.
Adam.
I thought it was me as well.
Adam, you're frozen.
Yeah, I'm right in front of his.
I know.
Okay. So
Wow.
Oh man,
That's
who's
great.
gonna
You know, I
refresh?
was gonna say,
you wanted to-
Me too.
I'm sorry, I can't accept you because I have to have the co-host in. But hang tight, and you'll figure out, James, what's going on. So okay, so you guys know Blab's in beta, right?
yeah.
Right.
You guys need a Blab?
No, I've been here for
Yes.
over 300 days.
Okay. So isn't it so cool that like we get to be in the
Colors, I
beginning
said
of something so super influential and amazing, and like they have their hiccups just like every startup company and every beta testing company. But I know a lot of people were going to Facebook or whatever and just totally ditching that. But I'm really grateful that like I get to be going through all that with them, and you know, everything that's challenging or that takes time to build up that's good. It's so worth it. So, and I've never seen you guys before. Have you seen my other show on Sunday Night's Event?
No.
No.
And I haven't really been on very much. I've got so much going on. And actually, a positive thing that I'm doing is I've been pretty heavy for a while. And 42 days ago, I started on a weight loss journey. And I saw myself, I said, you know what? I'm getting older. I'm not getting any younger. I need to get this weight off and, you know, get down to where I was, you know, many years ago. And so far, I've lost 16.5 pounds, 8.5 inches.
Cool.
And I'm doing it, girl.
Cool.
And I'm going for another
Cool.
20. I'm trying to get down about 180. So
Amazing. Good for you.
That's
Yep.
great. That's
Do it. Good for you.
gotta be great.
It takes a
I'm
really
excited about it.
completely change their lifestyle.
That's
Definitely. It's a lifestyle
That's
change.
right.
It's not, you don't just go do it and then go off. It's a lifestyle change. You got to stick with it.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's very empowering for other people. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it.
Are you guys what social media platforms do you guys use or do you like to utilize? I just got involved in social media by force.
Yeah. I'm not actually very active on the social media, but most of the time I use my Facebook, and yeah, that's it for messaging, to be honest. Most of the time I don't use it like very often like I used to use it, you know. Yeah, that's it, to be honest. I engage myself with like real life socializing, to be honest. Yeah, and I'm really new with Blab. I've been here for about, what was that, like a month or so? About a month, yeah, 2 months actually, on and off, to be honest. And I don't know, I don't find it's very rare to find like a good session like that to socialize with people like you and just engage with this beautiful vibes that you give to everybody. So
that means I'm doing my purpose, because my purpose in the world, like I just figured this out on Instagram. I'm 33. It took a little bit, but I just kind of came into myself. This whole last year was a big learning lesson, and like it's been so beautiful. And so once I learned what my purpose was, I shifted everything in my life. And my purpose is to just inspire and empower people to live their lives on purpose, and also to wake up to their infinite conscious beings. Like notice the infinite self that they are. We're all like here on the same world, and I just want to spread love and compassion, and the best way I know how, and that's just by being my authentic self. And I truly have a loving and compassionate heart for every human, even the ones that kind of push my buttons and disrupt me. I'm grateful for it, because that teaches me in some way something. And you know, the world wouldn't go around if we didn't have emphasis and everything. So I love, like, I really do. I explain it, or I can't. It's like a comprehension that's unknown, but it's just love and compassion. I'm all about. So I'm glad that showed.
right.
You know, as far as social media, I'm using Blab, of course, Facebook. I use Snapchat. I do use what is that? YouTube. Periscope off and on, although Periscope for me is kind of weird, but Instagram, I'm on there. But I'm trying to integrate all this stuff, together. And, I don't want to sit here all day and spend my whole day on social media. So the other thing I'm learning how to use is something like for Twitter. Oh, that's the other one, Twitter, where you can have all that stuff automatically tweeted out for you using another program that'll put that stuff out for you when you want to put it out. But most of the time I'm on Facebook, though.
That's great. Yeah, it would be so nice if we could all connect. 'Cause I love connecting with like-minded people. I don't want to say anti-social media because I'm not really anti-anything, but I tend to, like before, and I got my first Facebook account when I was 33 last September, and I would go months without checking my email, and I didn't really do that. I was just like, I don't care what's going on in the world. I don't want people to know what I'm up to. But then, I just think it's a really good platform for if you're trying to do a purpose and I personally had to do it for business because the internet is so competitive for business, if you own your own company and all that stuff for getting yourself out there is way more useful. But I'm going to put my information so we can all connect because I think it's awesome that we've actually had 4 live windows. Well, Adam will be right back. But yes, this has been something I've been waiting to see. And this is only the 3rd week of our show. I do another show on Sundays.
That's great.
Tiffany?
Yes.
Have you used Facebook Live?
I did today. I do every day for the last, I just started it, but the thing is my boyfriend and I are doing a 30 days of inspirational people doing amazing things in their life. And so that's what I started using it for. Here's my Facebook page.
Yeah.
Torres but yeah, if we go to connect, I'll send you my information.
That's exactly what I use. That's what I've been using on my weight loss journey. I documented every single day for the past, 30, 40 days. So I've got stuff up on my Facebook that from day one when I first started to about 3 or 4 days ago, which I'm getting ready to go back on because I'm changing the routine and the exercise routine I'm going to be doing and things like that. But I post the food that I cook and all kinds of stuff. So it's pretty cool. I enjoy doing it and it's fun. And I get to run my mouth.
Bruce, I love talking with people that are up to big things. It's inspiring. I love it.
I've always been that way. I'm one of those people, I could sit here and talk to you guys for hours probably and not get tired of it.
That is the point.
Right.
So what I'm going to do, Brian, do you have anything to add? Because
right now, no, actually, I'm just enjoying this little chat with you guys.
What I'm doing, okay, so just to explain everything, we go from 9:30 to 10:30, and of course, we're never going to just cut off because we're having an amazing time. But I'm going to open up another window, so because I'm recording for my show, so I'm going to go ahead and start another window really quick, and then if you guys want to all join in there, you're more than welcome to. And I need to stop recording here. And then just to wrap up, we are here every Wednesday night at 9:30 p.m. Pacific time, the Gratitude Show, where we just express everything we're grateful for. And we really, really are all about promoting positivity and being grateful for everything. So thank you
guys.
in.
Bruce.
Thank you.